Wicked Witches. Wow, we just had a very powerful, beautiful new moon ceremony in Pisces. What a mega chapter change this is. So it's really rare for there to be a new moon in Pisces as well on the 29th degree, so like right at the end of the season, which is a real like closure, as well as it also being the end of Mercury retrograde in Pisces. In Virgo, which is ruled by, which is ruled by Mercury. So like really Mercury. And then the equinox, so we're like, it's the equinox tomorrow, and that's just like a fresh start, you know. So for all of these things to have lined up, and also the moon, this moon was conjunct with Neptune and Saturn, and that once, like, last time that happened was 36 years ago, which is when the Berlin Wall came down. So that is crazy. And you know, all of the things that are happening at the moment, like Pluto in Aquarius for the first time in 248 years, and the last time we had that was the French Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, and then 165 years since Neptune in Aries and Uranus in Gemini. The last time that happened, there was the American Civil War, but then the Constitution and reconstruction of society. The last time that Uranus was in Gemini was World War II, which gave us New World Order and restructuring. And then, 36 years ago, the Berlin Wall coming down. It's just a real moment of things shifting and changing. And it's huge. And it's so to do with Pisces. And the dark side, you know, the Pisces tarot card is the moon. And the moon is the dark night of the soul before enlightenment. So, like, the next card is the universe. And so that last dark night of the soul before full realization and enlightenment, it's the sabotage fairy. You know, like, you'd be so close to completing something and then the sabotage fairy just comes in and fucks it up right at the last minute. It's such a like potent moment that we're in, and it feels like that's the chapter change now for something massively megally brilliant to happen. That is mad out there. It's fucking mad. And we are therefore have permission to be just as mad in the other direction, to be just as mad in our fight for freedom, our fight for justice, our fight for peace, our fight for equality, our fight for love. We can be just as mega, and all the, like, literally all the cards are on the table. Anything is possible right now. So play for it with everything you've got. Just go for it. Whatever your thing is in your place, in your reality, just do it and go for it with bells on. No, you know, we don't have to be in any way like humble about it, because they're not being, or Mr. Orange Man isn't being humble about it. It's like, just do it. Just go for it. Put your foot flat down and go for it, because we need to. It's all to play for right now. We need to. So, and trust it. Like the higher version of Pisces, because the dark side is this, like, the moon is, it's the Epstein files. It's the darkest things you can think of. It's the darkest night of the soul. But then the symbolism within it is Anubis, who weighs your heart when you die, with the feather, and your heart needs to be as light as a feather. So, like, how do we be that? You know, how do we be that? What do you need to shed so your heart can be as light as a feather? That's what this card's asking you to do. For us to step into the universe, you've got to shed what makes your heart heavy, like your guilt, your anything that you feel bad about. Like, you've just got to shed it. You've got to let it go, or deal with it, or do something about it, change it. You've got to do something about it. You know, if you need to get out of a toxic relationship, now is the time to do it. You literally have to do it now. That's the point that this is in. If you need to get out of a job, if you need to move. If money's feeling oppressive and you can't afford a thing, it's time to leave, to move, to do something completely different, change it up, and trust the universe, because the higher version of Pisces and the moon is for you to trust the flow, to have faith, and to just go with the flow and let the universe take you in the river of the sea, of the ocean, of the infinite Pisces. This is a real moment, especially with this all happening with Easter and Nostara, the spring equinox, to for it to be like a complete transformation. It's not like a little transformation, it's like turning into a god transformation. It's bigger even than death. It's like an absolute, yeah, something mega. and trusting it and going for it and believing in it and just doing it, whatever it is. Like, step into what that is for you. For me, I'm stepping into working with the earth energy line that has called me to go live in it. I'm no longer, this is the last ceremony I'll be doing here. I'm really sad because I love it here. I love this place so much. I leave behind a very crackling with magic space for whoever moves in here next, because so many beautiful things have happened here, and the love that me and my partner have here is just delicious. And we've done so many beautiful ceremonies here with amazing people, amazing conversations, amazing parties. It's been great, and we're leaving here and I'm really sad, but it's just a miracle after miracle after miracle that's led me to live on this beautiful island in paradise, to meet the love of my life, who's just incredible, and for us to have ended up with our own house, which I never thought was ever going to happen. And yeah, series of miracles that's caused all of that to happen. So we're going to be moving into our own house. It's definitely a different vibe to here. Like, this is very oldie worldy. We're going to be moving into something that's very modern. So it's going to take me a little while to make it my own, like make it feel, you know, sort of sacred. And yeah, me and my partner are going to have a lot of fun doing that and designing it and painting it and going crazy, because it's our space and we do whatever we want, and we're both nuts. And we're both, he's already completely designed his goblin room, and it's going to be covered in moss, and it's just, yeah, it's very green, which is great. But it's going to be very multicoloured. So yeah, it's going to take a little while. It's going to be a bit of a shift, but that's what's unfolding. But the big thing for that, the like higher frequency element, is that it's the strongest energy line on this island that we are moving on to. It's where the monastery was built. It's where we're pulled to. It's where we hold Beltane festival and ceremony. It's where we all go and hold ceremony and do things in the place called the Nook. Like, it's a really sacred space, this valley, and I've been pulled to it by fate. The universe has taken me there. Something about being there is going to be to do with, I'm a geomancer, so I work with earth energy, which the earth taught me to do. I didn't learn that from anywhere. I didn't even know the word existed until I already was one, and it's pulling me there. So something's to be done there, and I'm going to do it, whatever it is. So I'm just going to be open to it and step into it. What is it that the universe is pulling you to do? What's unfolding, and what are you being pulled into? And to go with it and do it and trust it and just believe and have faith. And you know, they have no idea out there when they're saying, oh, you're woke. They've got no idea how woke and weird and fucking mental we are. Equal their madness with your own. That's what I invite you to do. Like, this is a massive chapter change, and literally it's all to play for. So just play hard, go in big. So let's see what the universe is saying to us to give us some support with that on our journey. Harvest. So it's time to harvest, to reap the rewards of the work that you've put in. Yeah, to get to this whole situation that has just unfolded for me was through one of the toughest, horrible dark nights of the soul experiences that I had. And actually, it's interesting to think about what's happened between the autumn equinox and the spring equinox. So 6 months, what happened in those 6 months? And in those 6 months, I walked a really hardcore pilgrimage, the hardest one I've ever done. It was the most physically damaging and difficult and mental and spiritual. It was hardcore, and I came back and it put me into the menopause, and just really like, and then there's been loads of crazy things that have been happening here that have not been cool at all. And but I've come out the other side of it. I'm harvesting the like, oh, and now this. It's like, oh, okay, well, that was worth it if it meant this. So it's, you know, we have no control in this mad situation that is life. We're hurling through space on a lump of rock. The only thing you have control over is what you make it mean. Literally, that's it. So what do you make it mean? What does it mean to you? And that's what this means to me. The last 6 months had all sorts of horrendous, difficult times, literally day after day for 2 months, really not in a good place whilst walking this pilgrimage. And it resulted in this. So I actually feel no animosity or negativity towards that period now, because it led to this. So I'm like, cheers, mate. That was awesome. Thanks for that. So man, community, this is in the physical world. How can we work together, support each other, look after each other to get through this, right? It's for us to work together. It is literally about community. Sunshine in your communication, because it's nothing but doom and gloom and horror. We have to speak of love. Love is the ultimate sunshine. We need to just be speaking love and putting that out into the world. And it's the blank rune. And this is in our passion, in our drive. And that is anything is possible, and it's all to play for. We've got to go for it. We've got to step into this faith. We've got to have faith that we are going to be able to do this. And the thorn for the inner world is that it's a shamanic journey. This is a difficult, hard shamanic journey that we are on, but it is going to lead us to a higher level. We were having a lovely time in our bubble of knowing that people were working in sweatshops, knowing that the earth was being raped and pillaged, but we got our smartphones and we were watching the telly and we were going to our festivals and everything was great. And we knew that it was all at someone's expense, but, you know, we were comfortable. We're not comfortable anymore. We needed to not be comfortable for us to do something about it. So it is all happening in a way that makes sense in terms of a narrative of a story. It's like, how do you know, the French Revolution only kicked off because people had had enough. The American Revolution only happened because people had had enough. You don't change things if you're comfortable, even if you know it's not right. So we need to be uncomfortable for us to go, okay, do you know what? This isn't the way we want to live. And we definitely don't want people like you leading us and ruling us, and absolutely not. Virtue. We want virtue. We want some virtue. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So yes, how do we find virtue in ourselves as well? And luxury, when we are, I think, probably all feeling extremely not luxurious at the moment. It feels tight. Everything can feel tight and constricted. How can you find a place of virtue and ease? Your heart be as light as a feather. How can you find luxury even if you're feeling financially screwed? How can we live into a space of luxury without it being plastic and expensive cosmetics and jet setting and all the things that we're used to luxury being? How can we reshape luxury into something that is heart-centered, cyclical, earth-loving, kind? And then it gives us the universe. Awesome. And that's it. We've gone through the dark night of the soul. The chapters are shut. We've gone through it, and now we're stepping into the universe. We're stepping into this infinite, anything is possible. Let's fucking change the world. Let's do it. We've got to do it. We've got to do it collectively. We've got to say no. Sorry, done. Absolutely no. No war. No paedophilia. No. Fuck off. We're going to do things differently. We're not going to rape and pillage the planet. We're not going to rape and pillage people. And we're not going to fucking put up with this shit any longer. And you're not allowed to just blow up a bloody country just to cover up your fucking darkness. So no. No, no, no. Golden. We are stepping into our power. We are going to be golden lights. The sun, full of our power, full of our radiance. stepping into the highest versions of ourselves, supporting everyone around us to do the same thing. And being utterly glorious. Be glorious, be fabulous, be nuts, be extraordinary, be bold. Transformation. Our Tio, she's there with a big bear standing behind her, and it's total transformation. It's like I say, the transformation, which is the same as that rune. That rune represents Odin. No, actually, it's the rune of Thor. Sorry, the god of thunder. But the runes were found by Odin, who was a human mortal who hung from the tree of life by his nipples. Well, he was put up in a tree by his nipples through a spear and was hung till he basically died. And the tree became the tree of life, and in the roots he saw the runes, and he reached out and grabbed them and brought them back with him, and he came back as a god. And it's the shamanic journey, but he came back as a god. And it's like, how do we do that? How do we shed our mortal form and come back as the gods, the higher versions, the ancestor shamanic magic beings that we are, and step into that and shed the fearful lower versions of ourselves? So, worshipped as the she-bear, Artio arrived in Western Europe with the ancient Celtic Helvetii tribe around 450 BC. She is the elusive goddess of abundance and wildlife, able to shift between bear and human form as she pleases. Little is known of her origins, yet she is commonly discussed in the same regard as the Roman goddess Diana. Bears are synonymous with the aspect of rebirth, famously hiding away during the winter months to hibernate until the warmer spring arrives. Like the Greek goddess Artemis, Artio is both an exceptional hunter and a powerful guardian of the forests. As the snow begins to melt, Artio arises from her slumber to bring you the spirit of transformation. We tend to assume that the concept of transformation requires a physical change, yet we don't realise how much can be achieved from looking within. This transition often comes at the cost of ending a current path, but it can just as easily light the way towards a new one. Are you delaying a particularly difficult conversation with someone? Have you considered what needs to be completed within your life so that you may start anew? By allowing RTO to awaken the power of transformation that is already within you, a new journey can begin with a much more secure foundation. Work with water. Bless your water. Whisper into it what you want to create, what you want to fill yourself up with, what you want to be in the world, and drink it and feel it filling you up. Write down what you just learned from that shit show, what's going on that's bothering you, all of the things, what's in the world. Write it down, burn it, submerge it in the water, the ash, let it burn and drop it into a bowl of water. Keep that ash and then smudge a bit on your forehead like we just did, and then get in a bath or get in the sea or in a river with it and just submerge it into the water with you. If it's in the bath, let it submerge into the water with you. It washing around you, and you just let the water wash it all away and let it go, and then you drain the bath, but stay in the bath and let it just drain down, and then you wash yourself with the hose shower with cold water, clean the bath, clean whatever, or if you're in the sea, whatever, the water will just take it away. And then it's Ostara, so we're going to do egg magic. I mean, this is so powerful and potent, it's ridiculous that all of this is happening at the same time. Spend the weekend with an egg. So spend the weekend with a boiled egg. It's magic. It literally makes life. There are no more magical things in the world. It's like it makes life. So spend the weekend with this egg and fill it up with all of what you're going to be. This fucking higher entity that you're going to step into. This higher purpose that you're stepping into. The work that you're willing to do, that you want to do, that your heart is singing for you to do, you creating this, you stepping into it, and you're going to decorate that egg and you're going to make it beautiful. And then in a ceremonial place, in a beautiful time where you're really feeling full and in the moment, you're going to crack that egg, you're going to peel that shell off, and you're going to eat the egg, and you're going to fill yourself up with that power, that magic, and it's just going to give you the nutrients and the all the nourishment that you need for that to happen, whatever it is that you want. And then you bury the shell in the earth, and you let the magic power of spring take that energy and grow it. And you are gonna just, it's time, it's now, it's a 10-year, it's the year of gold. So yes, we're going to radiate, we're going to be golden, we're going to be stepping into our higher power, we're alchemizing to shit. Okay, we've got this, fuck them guys, we've got this. I'll see you in on.